right, everyone, welcome to Salucita Pod. It's been a couple of weeks since we shot. I think about 3 weeks. We had on our last episode Chuy Garcia from Los Huracanes del Norte. Legend, 50 years de trayectoria. For Eric and I, it was like exceptionally cool to have him on because he was like our idol growing up as kids.
Like, don't meet your heroes. No, you need to meet him.
Yeah.
He's an amazing person. Yeah.
Walking soundbite.
Yeah.
And so that whole episode went like unbelievably well, like 5x better than anything we've done.
Yeah.
Grew our socials tremendously. I would say viral on Facebook. We went from like 10 followers to like 7,000.
We'll
and
never forget those 10 followers.
Wow.
those are the original 10. It
Those
was like
loyals.
I just followed them.
You know what's funny?
The OG supporters.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? My mom once, maybe like 3 weeks ago, she asked, she's like, Mijo, how's the podcast going? I'm like, oh, Mom, it's actually going really well. Like, and she's like, but she doesn't like mess with Instagram or TikTok that much. She's like, but Mijo, I'm always like the first like on Facebook and like no one else likes it. I was like,
No one else likes it.
So
are you sure it's going good?
yeah. So I'm like, oh, Mom, you know what? It does really well on like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. So then I was in Orlando like 2 weeks ago or last week when the Facebook kind of went off. And then so right away I sent it to my family like, hey, look, we got like 2 million views this week or 3 million. But we want to thank everybody that started following and liking and commenting. It's opened up a bunch of dialogue on Facebook with a lot of viewership in Mexico.
Yeah.
So having someone like a Don Chuy that obviously has been around for 50 years, and he's someone local to Chicago, we wanted to highlight, we've been trying to highlight different artists, especially people that grew up similar to how we did, Mexican-American immigrant family, and that are pushing not just music forward, but I think, that they're influential on social media, that they're pushing, kind of the Mexican culture forward.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to give a round of applause for Angelina Victoria.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This is my first podcast ever, so I'm very excited.
I was shocked to
nervous,
hear
but
that.
I'm excited.
Shocked to hear that. I mean, you're so like, I think I started following your stuff like a year ago. I think I was telling you the story before when we shot, when we were talking, that we have a mutual friend, Daniel Ochoa. Yeah. And so I remember last year at Soldier Field, like hearing music in Spanish during the halftime show. They don't do a lot of Spanish speaking or Mexican halftime shows at Soldier Field. So I saw that, and obviously we're in music. We do tequileria with what my dad does. So seeing that and then like wondering, and the whole time I'm like, hey, Danny, like, was that playback? Did she lip sync? He's like, no, dude, she dances, sings, can perform live.
Thank you. Giving me my flowers. Thank you.
100%. But then
I appreciate that.
No, and I think, I trust Danny's judgment tremendously. Like, I know when I hear something that if I like it or not, but I don't know about in what key and tono and all that stuff.
No, he's an incredible musician, yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. And I started like, now that I've been talking with you guys a little bit more lately, I remember Jesus Ramos told me about you years ago. And then
shout out to him. He was actually one of the first people that I did a duet with.
Really?
Like, yeah, at like my very first big concert when I was like 13 or 14 years old, and I opened up for Capaz de la Sierra and Luis Coronel and Waukegan. Was it Waukegan or Round Lake? It was... Yeah, Waukegan.
So that's another story that's funny because then in Waukegan, I was speaking with a guy like 3 weeks ago, Mario.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Mario, I'm going to do this show because Angelina's going to be, we're working on some details for a show. And I'm like, there's a young lady named Angelina Victoria. Is like, oh, David's like, I like love her and her family. And I was like one of the first people to like try to get them more involved with music and all that. So shout out to Mario, who's the nicest guy.
Oh my God. Yeah, the nicest dude. And he supported me since I was little. Like in all of the events, he would help me like get events in Waukegan and like get more known out there. And shout out to him and Rosie. Love you guys.
Yes.
Never forget your first 10 followers right there.
Exactly. Those are the OG supporters.
That's awesome. So, it's cool to get you on because I've seen you around for a while now. I know Manny was saying también que you guys have stopped by his shop in the past too.
Yes, a couple months ago. You were going to perform at Soldier Field, I believe.
Yes, I was going to perform for Chicago Fire. I was doing the national anthem for Chicago Fire at Soldier Field. And yeah, I came to stop by and
Yeah, you stopped by. We tried on some runway stuff that we did.
And the
some
jacket, the jacket
and
for
you're
that
one of the
specific.
first ones to get the jacket. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was cool.
That
it
was
was
super
awesome
dope
meeting
jacket.
you guys, your whole family. I think it's beautiful what you guys are doing. And to be able to do it with your family, it's awesome.
Even more, I think that's even one of the best parts, right? Like your mom's very active with what your career, your father, and Eric and I got to see you go sing the national anthem at
White Sox.
Is it still
White
called
Sox,
Comiskey or no?
U.S.
The rate
guaranteed
fields.
rate?
Guaranteed rate field.
rate.
Yeah.
It's still called Comiskey.
Is it still called?
No,
showing my
I was
age.
like, what are you talking about?
We still call it Comiskey.
Yeah. So we got to see you sing there, talk to you guys a little bit more. So I'm super excited to get to know your story because I feel like for older people like myself, you see someone with a massive following and you see a lot of the music that's put out, like, but I don't know enough like about how you grew up, what you did. And I think it's important for your fan base too. And people that watch our stuff to know about you, because I feel like you've just scratched the surface of your career, even though you've done a ton of dope shit already. I still feel like you're 24 years old and there's so much more left. So I kind of want to start at the beginning. Where did you grow up? How did you grow up? And how did you get into singing?
Yeah, and that's so true. I feel like people only know like little bits of my story. There's so much. But I grew up singing at a very, very young age. Like I knew what I wanted since I was like born, basically. Like I would put on shows for my family. I would sing in my room. I thought I was like Hannah Montana, like at 4 years old. Like that's exactly what I wanted to be, like the whole pop star life. And I started training in vocal technique when I was six years old. And yeah, I started from there, studying vocal technique, learning everything in that realm. And I was studying opera, musical theater, country, pop, rock. I was doing so many genres, mainly in English. And then I got more into studying like opera. So I was doing more Italian and French.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I auditioned for the Chicago High School for the Arts for high school. And it was the Musical Theater Conservatory. Got accepted there. Went there for 4 years. We were studying.
How many people
I know,
get into a school
so
like
much.
that? How many people get into a school like that?
So for each conservatory, it was only 18 kids per conservatory. So there was like visual arts, there was musical theater, there was the vocal conservatory, which I wanted to be specifically in musical theater because since I was little, I wanted to sing, dance, act, model. Like I loved it all.
Yeah.
Performing in general was exactly what I wanted. And so yeah, they had visual arts, musical theater, vocal, there was creative writing, acting, and there was one more. There was like one or two more conservatories. But yeah, it's only 18
So that was in
students.
high school. So then would you say that was like not a normal high school experience? I would say,
not
right?
at all. Yeah.
Like you were pretty much training to be a performer.
Honestly, the training was really intense. And I talked about this with Jose Ochoa, who's part of the National Mexican Art Museum. And he's like, you guys put in the work when you were in high school. And we really did, because it was nonstop. Like we had academics in the morning from like 8 to 1 p.m. Then 1 p.m. to 2, we'd like take a break, like have our lunch break. And then from 2 to 5 p.m. was all training.
2 to 5?
Yeah, 2 to 5. So yeah, I went to school from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 at night for high school.
That's all. I usually did too, but it's just that I had detentions after school.
Eric, or tutoring or some extra
I'm
homework.
Oh, that's amazing.
No, but yeah, it was not like a normal school at all. Like for me, it honestly felt like Glee, or it felt like Victorious. Like that's exactly what it was. Like people singing, dancing in the hallways, like dance battles breaking out. Like I'm so serious. Like it's not a joke. Like when you see Victorious,
in a Disney movie.
Honestly, that's exactly what it was for me. Like it doesn't feel
you were
real.
in High School Musical. How does that feel? Yeah.
Literally High School Musical.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a crazy experience. And honestly, we did a lot of training. Like looking back on it now, it's like, we were training every single day. We'd have dance classes from like ballet, tap, jazz. We'd have vocal technique. We'd be studying like the history of musical theater. We would have acting classes, like, and this was like every week, like,
And this is
constantly studying
through CPS.
Actually, it wasn't before. I believe it was a.
Or was it? Is it
charter.
like a private?
Now it is transitioning to CPS, which is.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes, but
Sure.
yeah, I think it was more of a. It was like a private arts
Wow.
school, like selective.
Incredible.
It was audition only,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, really? So you had
Yeah.
to like test into this.
Oh yeah, no, it was audition only. So we had like 2 rounds of auditions. We had the
At
first
14
audition.
years old. 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I was 13 at the time, I believe.
That's really
just kidding.
impressive,
It was in
Angelina.
2016.
Wow.
So yeah, we had 2 rounds of auditions. I got the call back. I was super excited, and we talked about this. My audition song was
From Greece.
yeah, from Greece. It was from Greece.
That's
yeah.
so sick. I mean, I've never heard. That's interesting for people to hear because I never knew this was like a thing. Like that there were schools like this. That for performers and that you would study like all aspects of theater.
Yeah, and I don't believe that there's like many here in Chicago actually. Like there's definitely a lot more in LA and like New York.
Was there a lot?
But I think here there's only like 2.
Were
2
you
art schools
out
like
of the
that.
18? Were there other Latinos, Mexicans in that group, or were you one of the few?
I think it was just me and 2 or 3 other girls. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So then at what age, so you said at 6 years old, like you felt like this was your thing.
Yeah, like I just felt like this was my calling. Like this is the gift
Yeah.
God gave me. Like that's honestly what it felt like.
And did your family like right away, Angelina, were like supportive? Like
Oh, yeah.
they sensed that as well, that this is your thing.
100%. And actually it was one of my preschool teachers, I think, that told my parents, she told my mom, she was like, you have to do something with this girl. Like she needs to be in something.
Yeah.
Like we can tell like she likes to sing, she wants to dance, like she wants to do all these things. And so from there, like my parents were super supportive. They were like, okay, we're going to put her in dance. We're going to put her in acting. We're going to put her in modeling classes. And my mom was like a huge part of that because she was the one who was always like, okay, if she's going to sing, she's going to go with the best teachers. If she's going to act, she's going to go to the best acting schools. If she's going to dance, we're going to put her in like the Joffrey Ballet. You're going to be studying like dance, you're going to do the thing how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
And that's been a huge like it's like mantra for me is like, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right.
Yeah. And I mean, you're incredibly blessed that your parents did that for you. Not everybody has that ability. Yeah. A lot of people won't have the want or have the desire to put their kids in the best, but they didn't just have the desire, your desire, like they actually did it. And obviously we see what's come of that, where like you're all over the place and you're like, very popular and very good at what you do. But I think some people don't put the work in.
Oh yeah.
And they just expect the results to happen naturally.
Oh yeah. I mean, hard work beats talent. Like,
but when you have
always.
both, that's
when you have both,
that's fucking
when you have both, that's
taking off.
Yeah, it helps. And
So you grew up in Chicago?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up like my dad was from like the Cicero area, my mom from the Berwyn area, and then like we moved to like Hermosa for a little while, like Hermosa, the Humboldt Park area. And so I kind of just grew up like all over Chicago.
I live in Hermosa now.
Yeah.
But a lot of our people that we've had
Hermosa, right?
Hermosa, yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's nice over there. I like it.
Yeah.
Who else was it? Someone else told Jose Esparza. Jose Esparza at one point lived in Hermosa when his family was here from Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is true. The first person I met from Hermosa, I think, was Caso Humilde.
Really?
Yeah. And then I met Manny, and then I kept hearing Hermosa. So a lot of talented people out of Hermosa.
Something in the water over there.
Maybe. I don't know.
So family supporting you, you're doing all this stuff. And is it like a normal high school where like you're obviously getting your education, you graduate at 18 from there?
Yes. Yeah, it was 4 years.
And at that point, you're doing a lot more stuff that's American music.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was in the musical theater program, and that's honestly like what I thought my career was headed towards. I thought I was going to be in musical theater. I would get scholarships like for summer programs to go study in New York, like on Broadway with like Broadway professionals and like get that hardcore training that I really needed to get into the musical theater industry in New York, because it is really intense and competitive. And so I was doing that for a while, like a long time. I really thought that's what I wanted. But then when I went to one of the summer programs, like I mean, at the same time, I was doing a lot of events, like the events with like Mario and like different events in Chicago. I was performing like a lot of like mariachi, like doing Latino pop, like all over in different events.
Yeah.
And when I went to New York and like did a super intense program out there on Broadway, it kind of made me realize, like, do I want to like always be constantly like doing ensemble work and like, you know, doing like 8 shows a week? You know? Yeah. When like, you know, what I really love is like singing, and I want to be like, you know, like a Ariana Grande, Beyonce. I can always come back to musical theater. Yeah. And, you know, I definitely want to at some point.
Yeah, which I feel like a lot of musicians do that.
Like look at Ariana Grande, right? She does Wicked, you were saying earlier, right? And she's like the biggest, or one of the biggest stars in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the best vocalists.
Yes.
And she can sing her ass off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like that was just something that I thought about. Like I want to take the chance on like my own personal career first and see how that goes. And then if anything, like I go back to Broadway, I go back to studying musical theater. And
what you're passionate about, right?
Exactly. And I'll still be in the realm of exactly what I love doing, which is performing. So
how interesting was the dynamic where like the New York City dancing, that how hard and difficult that is? And how American, like that's American culture, right? Like, and you know, like, and then coming back home and then performing at a regional set, right? Which is very fucking different.
Oh yeah.
So how was that like bicultural? My big word for the day, the biculturalness of, and we try to talk about this a lot, like growing up Mexican and Mexican American, right? How was that culture shock when you're in New York City, like performing with the best teachers and dancers and people like that, and then coming and performing in Lake County? Like how was that for you as a person, like as an artist, I guess?
Also, real quick, how many Latinos were in this New York program?
Not very many.
Yeah.
Not very many at all.
Mexicans,
like,
especially.
Yeah. Oh, very little, I'm assuming.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. Maybe there was like one other girl that was like Latina in general. But yeah.
So then you come. So then you would come back.
Yeah, you think about this.
Yeah, and again, like with like having like inclusivity and like, you know, different shows and everything, like parts. There's not like or there wasn't a lot at the time. You know, there was in the Heights, but there wasn't like too many roles. Yeah. As there is now. Yeah. Yeah.
But now everything's more inclusive. Be dancing, training, and then come back, and then you'd do a set with a mariachi. Like how was that like two different worlds almost,
and
right?
I think that's exactly why at the time I was like, they're so different. Like, and, you know, singing like a mariachi set or going and singing a banda set for like all the people in like a concert, or like singing cumbia or norteños, like to me it felt more warm. Like I felt more connected with the people than, you know, like being on a Broadway show where it's like, okay, you're going to play with this part and you're going to speak these lines and you're going to act this way. Yeah. You know, you're playing a role. And like for me, I was like, well, I want to connect with people and be me and
be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I think you're right. Like when you get to portray what you want to portray when you're singing and performing, and I've seen throughout your career too, and the songs I saw, like you have your own original songs too, and you also do it, but you also pay homage to like a lot of the older like singers as well, and a lot of the covers and stuff like that too. So, I mean, I think that's like super interesting, just like that culture clash. Yeah. So then, when did you finally decide that you were going to put the dancing Broadway stuff on hold and then pursue the career in music?
I mean, I think I never really did, because I kind of brought it to my own music. And that was what I wanted to do, was make that connection of like, okay, well, if I already have so much training and experience in like singing, dancing, and acting all at the same time, how can I add that into my own performance? And I think like a lot of people have seen it now with like, you know, the Bears, like you saw, like I was singing, dancing, you know, like acting, because there's 60,000 people in a stadium. So you gotta pretend you're not nervous and just
Put on a show.
Put on a show and be that diva that you are. So you just gotta go and get it. And especially like I did a Selena tribute. Well, I've done a couple like since I was like 16. But the biggest one that I did was Millennium Park.
Mm-hmm.
And
With the museum, right?
Yeah, with the museum. And it was over 15,000 people that were there. So yeah, we put on a whole production, a whole like
Jorge
45
did
minutes. Yeah, Jorge and Jose Ochoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Maria. And yeah, I think it's helped me a lot with like doing that kind of that style of well, not that style of music, but like paying homage and like doing tributes to other artists is like I want to pay tribute to the artists and do it as best as I can because you know it's their music. It's you want to portray that sentiment, those emotions.
And I thought that Selena tribute was interesting because there was multiple women doing the Selena tribute, right? There was like it was like 3 other artists or 2 other artists.
I think the year that I headlined, it was like around like 4 other artists like apart from me,
So I thought that was interesting too.
And all
like,
different styles.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting, like to have different artists do the same tribute.
Yeah. But in their own way, was it?
Well, actually, like we were, we didn't really like repeat songs, but like it was basically all of Selena's repertoire, and we would like divide it between like everybody that was going to be a part of the show. But wait, what did you say? Sorry.
No, I said you said everyone did it like in their own way.
Like,
was there,
yeah. So the year that I headlined, I kind of did it like the traditional Selena way.
Sure.
And there was like a version of like a rock band. There was a version, there was a more acoustic version that a girl did with just like her playing piano and like a guitar. And
I mean, everybody went to that show. I remember that. That was probably what?
It was 2 years ago. It was 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Angelina, with the music stuff then, like, I mean, that was obviously a huge moment. You know, the Bears was last year.
Yeah.
When would you say though was like the breakout point in music that you felt like, okay, I'm onto something and people are liking what I'm doing and I'm going to pursue this fully? Was there like another show, another moment, introduction to somebody?
Yeah, well, like where you felt like I can really do this for a living.
Like in regional? Or like in general?
Like a specific moment that you felt like, holy crap, I think I could do this for the rest of my life. And like,
I mean, I think...
Since you were 6?
Yeah, honestly, like kind of since I was like 6, like seeing Hannah Montana and like doing that kind of stuff. Because, you know, actually, well, I haven't talked about this yet, but since I was 4 years old, I signed with my first talent agencies at 4 years old. And so I was working. I was already working. I was a working 4-year-old. I was in the workforce, you know. I was already doing commercial work, print work. I was doing film. Like, so I was already, like, I already knew that there was a way to make what I wanted to do.
Or a career, and I think maybe to follow your passion.
Yes.
Most importantly, right? That's interesting. I'm interested though, like the regional side or like the Spanish singing side.
Yeah.
Was the Selena tribute like the first time that you had that many people watching you sing?
Well, I think...
Mom? Banda events?
Oh, you can yell it out.
Oh, yeah. You're so right.
Yeah, we need your help.
This is why, Momager Marlene, she has the whole timeline.
Yeah.
Like, there's things that I forget because there's so much that has happened, like, in this entire journey.
Yeah, your focus should only be, you know, the next performance. And
performing. And, making sure I don't mess up the lyrics or the signs, you know? But yeah, there's, like,
how do you choose?
Like, the histories.
How do you choose your songs? Obviously, you have your originals, right?
Yeah.
How do you choose like a cover? Is it just something that you just like, or a song that you think maybe is popping in the moment? Or
it depends. I mean, it's kind of like a little bit of everything. It depends on the moment. Like if I hear a song on the radio that I like I'll learn it like really quick. And like I think the good thing about my training is that like I can learn it on the spot, like like just by ear. Yeah. Just really quick, or like even like reading sheet music. Like in high school, like we were required to read sheet music, and that was
which nobody
torture, but it helps.
Yeah, like very rare.
No, it's very rare now. But yeah, it was something we were required to do. But like usually just like songs that I like, or like from artists that I like. Like,
is there a song you could say that you love singing? Spanish or English? Well, let's do one. Let's do two. One in Spanish and one in English. Which are like your favorites to sing?
Oh, Spanish or English? I mean, Spanish, like any from Selena. Like those, like, se me hizo bien fácil, like, aprenderlas.
Yeah.
Like, they're catchy, they're super hype, and even the sad ones too. Like, they have good melodies and rhythms, and they're just, like, llegan al corazón.
Yeah.
So I like those songs.
Choose
Those
something,
songs.
Selena.
Yeah, so it was awesome. Yeah.
Some Selena, or like English, like I can listen to every single Ariana Grande album back to back to back.
Well, we
Like,
talked about that at the
we
Sox.
did.
Like, the piano version that she came out with, or like her first album, was like, I mean, incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And I was telling her, like, I was at Rosemont Theater when she first came, and
So
I was like
jealous.
the only guy in there. But
I remember
there I
Eric,
was.
man. Like
Oh.
when we were
He's
kids,
a music
I
connoisseur.
wish.
Right?
when we were
Yeah.
young, I remember my mom would like buy Eric like tickets to go see like Britney Spears, and I was like, Eric, I was like
Yes.
14. I'm like, Eric was like 8 or 9. I'm like, Eric, don't do this.
I'm like, they can sing and dance at the same time. That's a
Exactly.
talent.
And then Ariana Grande too. I remember when you went, and I was like, again, now I'm like 20 or 25, and I'm like, Eric, don't do this, man.
No
And then like you go,
way.
but Eric's always liked
Mhm.
the
Her
pop
voice is incredible,
English
yeah.
music. Yeah, and
Me
I mean
too.
Ariana Grande, top
Ariana
notch.
Grande, Britney Spears, Beyonce, Lady
Yes.
Gaga,
Eric saw
Rihanna.
Adele in Germany.
I saw Adele in Munich. That was an
Adele.
incredible.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Where's Adele from?
She's from the
She's-
United States.
No, she's from England.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
what
from
was
the
I
UK.
thinking?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
very like extremely UK.
She's dating
Yeah.
Rich Paul, LeBron's
Yeah,
manager, right?
yeah. And now she
Oh,
said she's
shit.
gonna take a break for like 15 years or something. So, but
I remember,
yeah,
I remember when Lady Gaga.
I
lived in
agree with
Chicago.
you. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to go to that. Yeah.
When she
And
lived- when she
Ariana
lived in
Grande's
Chicago.
coming.
Oh, she lived here
Yes.
for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna go see her now?
Ariana Grande? Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Period.
Oh, I can't miss that. I mean,
I know.
You got sweets.
Yeah. But yeah, I think getting back to the one question you asked, there was like the first big concerts.
Like, what was the big
Yeah, so I think in regional, for me, the very first time that I felt like, oh my God, like people actually like when I sing this like style of music, and they're actually liking it. Like, so when I was like 14, 15, around that age, I'm trying to think. I don't want to tell it like wrong.
No one will know. Don't worry, we're fine. Just tell
your
her how
story.
that
It's because like there's this whole like timeline, and I know I'm gonna mess it up, and she's gonna say something later. But but yeah, when I was like 14, 15, I got hired to sing. Oh, at the time I was doing a lot of like Latin pop, and I was doing a lot of mariachi and like performing that style of music.
Yeah.
And I got hired to sing an hour set with banda.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. And that was my very first time singing with the banda ever. And it was for the Recodo and Recoditos concert in Milwaukee at the Rave Eagles Club.
Wow.
It was
It's
huge.
enormous, yeah.
Huge. And also Banda Los Sebastianes at
Oh,
the
yeah.
time when they had just came out with A Través del Vaso.
Wow.
So
That's a good
it was
show.
huge. Like
Yeah.
I was a part of that whole like banda era. Like
So how did they find
It's
you to
crazy.
and who thought about
Yeah,
putting you with a
that's
banda?
good.
the promoters.
So they just had
Yeah.
seen you do mariachi stuff,
Yeah.
pop stuff, and said, "Let's put Angelina Victoria with a banda." That's
Yeah.
I mean,
What an
that's
eye.
fucking
I mean,
cool.
The cool thing about it is that like a lot of people in Chicago and a lot of like the promoters have recognized my talent and have like helped me further in my career. So I'm very grateful for all the support. And,
Yeah.
You know, like even doing a banda set, like
Yeah, how did that go?
I grew up being a versatile artist, so I was like, yeah, I can sing anything. Like
Yeah.
I got it. And yeah, I did a whole hour set with
Well,
banda.
was that like-
not even practicing
to
with them.
ask you.
Yeah, that was a thing because I think like at that time I was like 14, 15, so they're like, who's this little girl, you know? And we just
Wow.
showed up. I was like, this is my set list. Like sent
You
my
guys
set
didn't
list.
rehearse?
No.
Get
What
that.
banda played with
I
you?
rehearsed. I have no idea. I don't even remember,
find it.
honestly.
Who?
Huh? Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, they're from
I was
Chicago.
like, it's gotta be a different name. Agaveña.
Okay.
Agaveña was the first banda I ever played with, and we had like no practice at all for that event.
How'd it go?
It went really well, and I think that's why I was like, oh, I can do this, and like
Yeah.
people are
Professionals,
actually,
I mean,
yeah.
You guys, when you put a banda that's really good at what they
Mm-hmm.
do, and you put you that's really good at what you do, I mean, it can only go.
But you know what it is
Exactly,
too?
yeah.
It's like once you do it and you accomplish it, the sense of like, I got this. Now
Exactly.
your confidence, because
Yeah.
I talked to you about
Yeah.
multiple different shows that I want to do. And it's like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've already been thrown into the fire
Yeah,
since the age of 4.
exactly.
I mean, you imagine 14, 15, you've never done this before with the
Yeah.
banda, and you're about to go on stage. It's a Recodito, Recodo, Sebastian's concert. It's fucking packed, I'm sure.
Exactly.
And you're about to go up there on stage. So how was that feeling, like, right before going on stage? Did you feel nerves or?
Oh yeah, I was definitely nervous. I mean, it's like 16 dude musicians
Yeah.
like playing super loud behind you, and at the time, like, we didn't have like in-ears or anything, so like, you know, I'm trying to sing as loud as I can
And
as
especially think
a
about
female
this.
artist.
And not just that, but like as a studied musician.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like a lot of the banda scene is like, chinga su madre, lo hacemos
Yeah,
como salga.
yeah.
But now
Yeah.
you're bringing someone that's like kind of in the preppy side of like studying stuff
Yeah.
and going to one of the best schools in theater and getting thrown into was it the Eagles Club you said?
The Rave Eagles Club,
Like,
yeah.
and just like, here's the banda.
Yep, here's the banda.
Here's the monitors.
Go up.
If you can't hear yourself, you can't hear yourself.
Exactly.
So
You know,
I mean,
it
that had to be
happens.
super hard.
Yeah, it was.
Especially
it was
because you
tough.
came like kind of backwards on how people start
Yeah.
their careers. You started with like great training, great audio, great dance, all of it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then to get into the regional scene, which is a little bit more like a la brava,
Yeah.
it's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Pero también I feel like, but you have to do it too, because that's the culture. Like,
Yeah.
but that's what we have, monitor and mic wise. That's
Exactly.
what you got to do.
I think. I mean.
Yeah, go,
Oh, sorry.
I
You're
have,
good.
I have a question for the mom.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the parents. How did you guys feel at that time? Like, did you guys have the confidence in her? Like, oh, she's gonna kill this, or were you guys like, oh crap, like this is gonna be interesting?
We had it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We knew she could do it. But it was a little scary at first, especially with the bandas not knowing like their tonos or like how is it gonna be. But she adjusts so well to different, like, even if it was
Yeah.
really, like in the tono of low, right?
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, if it was in the male register, like
You could
I
just sing
was like-
solo.
She was still doing it.
I was like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll sing it my way, and if I have to sing it in that key, I'll sing it in that key.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
It just
no,
helped
it's
us
awesome.
learn more, right?
Yeah, it just helped us learn.
Next time we need to get this banda and practice with them.
Yeah.
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 Prepare.
Yeah.
We're just growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning
I mean,
each experience.
yeah, it's just
You did
been
a whole hour.
a whole hour. A whole
With like
hour. of banda.
regional people watching, because if you're gonna go see
Yes.
Recoditos
Yeah,
back
you're-
in 2015,
Yeah.
Banda through and through.
Oh yeah.
that's like the fucking
Bucanas
Full
pineapple.
on banda.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Bucanas pineapple.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and I think at that time it was when like Mi Último Deseo was like popping up. So it was
What a
like
jam.
Oh, with El Flaco.
What a
yeah, with El
jam.
Flaco. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, it was
Huge.
a crazy moment for me. Like being 15 and like being thrown into the fire. I was like, oh dang. But like like my mom said, like I just had to have the confidence. And I think like being a studied musician,
Yeah.
like just helped me so much. Like have that confidence to do whatever, like whatever genre.
David brought up something important earlier, talking about like after that, like nobody can fuck with you after that. You
Oh,
killed
yeah.
it. Like you've had this huge
Yeah.
challenge. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure your confidence was crazy now, and it's like throw anything at me now. Like let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I was like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
especially
do-
like in
Yeah.
I mean you're a second female that we've had on the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think there's something to be said for being able to be in the regional space or the mariachi space, like you said, with 15, 16 dudes behind you playing.
Yeah.
The promoters are guys. The engineers are guys. It's a very male-dominated genre of music.
Oh yeah.
So también to be able to do it with your mom and your dad too, because
Yeah.
I feel like has to make you feel more confident and taken care of too, porque it is
Yes.
a very male-dominated thing.
Yeah.
And I think
And not
you
just
know,
for her, for the whole team. Like, oh, we can do this. Like,
así es. No, y también
Yeah.
de, like que te valga, like you know you're great at what you do, but also
Yeah.
like to have the confidence to do it in this genre of music, porque it's one of the harder genres to break through in because of it's a male-dominated
Yeah.
genre. And even when a banda plays with a female lead, like the banda has their own singers, they want to
Yeah.
they want to sing.
what's harder to sing when it comes to regional Mexican mariachi, banda? What do you think is like harder on the vocals?
I think it depends because I think technically mariachi is definitely more technical on the, like it does require vocal technique and like you need to know what you're doing, otherwise you could hurt your voice, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But banda as well, like that's a whole other thing. Like if like for me as a female, like singing that low is also not very good for my voice. If I'm constantly singing like gravelly or like super like vocal fry, it's not good on the vocal cords. So I think it just depends. But like for me personally, because I love technique and I'm like a vocal technique nerd, I love mariachi. Like yeah, and banda's more like fun. Like I get to the vibe with it and yeah.
Two very different
Yeah,
things,
they're
right?
two very different genres.
So how do you maintain the voice so you don't injure yourself or you know? So how do you keep your voice kind of ready to go at all times?
Yeah, I mean that's a huge one, huge one. Like I mean, usually like routine. Like I'll get up, I'll do like a little stretch, like the. And like if I can hit like those really really high notes or like whistle notes, like
that even sounds good.
Yeah.
And that's every day or like before
every day.
Okay,
like
okay.
that's how you like. Well, at least how I like wake up and check my voice and make sure that like my range is there. And like a lot of the times, like if I'm sick or anything, or I want to open up my voice and make sure that it's like good and open and like lubricated or hydrated, vocal steaming, like making sure you have like a humidifier or anything. Vocal steaming is amazing. I have like a nebulizer, which is kind of like a little like steamer for the vocal cords. Yeah. Okay. I love cough drops, just not the ones with like menthol, because like that can also like numb your voice. So if you're singing on that, you can like possibly injure yourself. There's so much, like gargling with salt water helps with like reducing inflammation. Tea. I love tea.
Oh yeah,
Manny, we still got to hear you sing, man. This is like the fourth time you brought up that you can sing.
I can sing my ass off.
You're gonna have to sing for us.
After half a song, I'm done. Like my voice is gone.
Really?
So
well, that's not good.
my wife, so she went to performance high school as well in Chicago.
Oh.
So she can sing very well. And she taught me a lot about. Cause I would tell her like I like to sing.
We learned something
in the car,
from
you know, my own shit.
Manny, every
Manny just
episode.
busting out these amazing
Talk
facts.
about
What?
gatekeeping.
Yeah.
This guy been gatekeeping that his wife can sing and
this
that
in
he
the
can
fucking
sing.
chat.
And she was the first one to be like, "Well, you're singing in the wrong note." I was like,
period.
Oh shit. She's like, yeah, you're like you're not supposed to go up that high, and that's why you're hurting your voice.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm singing the Flaco song, you know, like
Technique.
I'm singing, you know, Carlos Arabia. I'm gonna go high as hell, you know, but. So that's what I learned a lot about technique and notes.
And technique is so important.
Maintaining your voice.
Yeah. It's really important to have like proper technique when you're singing and like making sure you're taking care of your voice because you don't want to get notes, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt your voice.
So it's a whole process, like
It
every day,
is.
right? To kind of just make sure your voice.
Yeah, just to keep it in check. And like even if I'm not singing, like it's good to rest your voice. I guess like that's another one, a huge one is like making sure you rest your voice if you're not gonna.
Or just not like not talking at all.
Yeah, like vocal rest.
Wow.
Like there were days like if I was like really really sick and I had to go sing an hour set, I was like, okay, I'm gonna shut up. Like that's it. Or like there was this one time in my pro dev class, which is like professional development, and you like would like go into, they would train you for auditions. Like prep you, and so you like wait out and like outside of like the classroom door with your portfolio and your resume and like your sheet music, like all highlighted and everything. And like I was so sick that day. I think it was my junior year. So sick, and my teacher was like, "I got you. Like here, put the cough drop and just put it in the side like of your teeth, like that way it doesn't show." And like that'll naturally like lubricate your voice so that you're able to sing a little better, like for
amazing.
the class.
I'm just so impressed by like the opportunity that you had and took advantage of to have this like opportunity like in this school. Like nobody gets this, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that you like thrived in it obviously shows why you're so polished at 24.
Thank you.
Because me at 24 24 years old,
I try.
Not very polished. Me at 41, not very polished. But also, like, I mean, you're just so you're just so ahead of the game, Angelina. You know that it's like it's so cool to watch. Even when we watch you sing at Comiskey, whatever they call it now,
The rate.
yeah,
Wrigley South.
feet. Like, I remember like I talked to your mom or your dad. I'm like, oh, you guys know, like, this is her bread and butter. Like,
Oh my God. I mean, well, anthems, they're nerve wracking. Like whether you're a good singer or not.
I bet, yeah.
no, it's a
All eyes
lot
on
of
you.
people.
It's a lot of people, and like not only that, it's Old English, and it's like a whole like that song in general, like the Star Spangled Banner is like a whole. The range is like an octave and a half, so it is tough, huh?
What's octave?
Like the range, like I guess if you look at a piano, it's like where the pitch lies.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, like oh say can you see, like just where
It's like a vocal
the
roller
pitch.
coaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you
just like-
seen the Mexican national anthem
Yeah,
at an
I
event?
have.
How do you like seeing that?
I love it. I
thi-
love it. I love it.
I get the chills every time I hear the Mexican national anthem.
Yeah. I love the Mexican national anthem. It's just like
Yeah.
it's such a powerful song, and I feel like it's more of like I don't know, like it's a fun anthem to sing
I think
in
it's
general.
like, and it's like, I mean, I don't know. There's like some
it's
sense
empowering.
of yes, I feel that same way. Like,
Powerful song.
Yeah.
It's like a fight song.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
well, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I'm like, dude, if there's an opportunity to get Angelina to sing the national anthem in Spanish at a fucking boxing event,
Oh yeah.
we all know boxers.
Yeah.
Mhm. I sang it for the Chivas. The Chivas at the SeaKick Stadium.
There it
You know
is.
what?
There it is.
Your
I was
idea
over here like, you know
squashed.
what I'm gonna do?
Squashed.
But, like-
It's like, okay, wait, you saying
I
for
did
the-
that at 6. Okay.
Oh my God.
I did for Real Madrid actually. So
Actually, you know what? I should just shut up.
Yeah.
No.
How old were you when you did the Chivas thing?
That was a couple years ago, actually. So it was pretty recent. Maybe like 3 years ago.
That's so
yeah, it was like
cool.
3
That's
years
awesome.
ago. But like it's still nerve wracking either way. Like, you know, because people are always gonna pick on the
Yeah.
anthems. Yeah. And be like, oh, that word sounds not right. Or like you
We're
just
gonna
gotta make sure that you know like the lyrics.
We're gonna get
Like,
into this right now.
and
We're
like
gonna-
second guessing too.
We're
It's
gonna
Oh,
take-
yeah, you can't mess
whole-
with national anthem.
you-
No.
No,
We're
everybody,
gonna-
because
it's
everybody
Spanish,
knows
yeah.
it. Everyone's heard it
but
a million times.
it's you know, it's really hard because it's tough to like not second guess yourself when you're like the only one hearing yourself on the field, and like if you mess up, that's it. You know.
Short break. We definitely did not go to the bathroom.
No.
The men did not have to go to the bathroom.
We're getting worse.
We're
at
getting
these bathroom
we're
breaks. I
definitely
feel
getting
we-
worse.
yeah.
in the
Oh,
podcast.
no.
Yeah, like we used to just try to like not break,
Yeah.
but it's just too
But
hard.
then all our feet are dancing like crazy.
Yeah.
I was telling Aaron, like the first two episodes, I never went to the bathroom.
You're
Now
gonna,
I'm going I gotta go every 15
you're
minutes.
aging very quickly.
This is how you know it's just us being us on this podcast. It's
Yeah,
just like,
well,
Sorry, Aaron.
No,
yeah,
you're good.
yeah. You were going to tell us a story, Angelina, that you were mentioning off air right now about your in high school, right?
Yeah.
What was that about?
So actually, my junior year of high school, like every year we would do these like showcases where we would showcase like mini musicals. We would do mini musicals. Like my first year was like Kinky Boots. The second one was like, I forgot what it was. The second year I don't remember. But my junior year was Chicago. And I remember because we would audition for parts, and like I got the part of Velma, and I was like, that's my dream
Yes.
role. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play Velma in Chicago. And then finally, we were talking about how like when I decided for sure like what I wanted to do, we were doing Chicago the Musical my senior year, and I was so sad because at the time like I was in between doing a TV show in California or doing Chicago the Musical, and like my teachers were like begging me to like be a part of the musical. They were like, we really want you to audition
Yeah.
because I was Velma the past year, and I think that's exactly why like
They saw.
our ensemble like we knew we could pull off Chicago, and I was a Velma for sure. So my like dance teacher was like, you sure you don't want to audition? Like, are
Yeah.
you sure you want to go to California? And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to have time. Like, there's no way, because when we would do shows, we would be at school till like 10 o'clock at night for rehearsals.
I mean, yeah.
So there was no way. I was like, between choosing like doing Tengo Talento was the show that I
Wow.
was doing at the time. So that was like a whole
And that was a competition?
thing. Yeah, Tengo Talento. It's like a singing competition, and I was fortunate enough to be one of the finalists. So
Wow.
that's where I had met Pepe Garza for the first time, Ana Barbara, Chiquis, Don Cheto, Grupo Firme. That's where I met them for the first time.
Okay.
What
And
year was this, Angelina?
I graduated 2020, so this was around like 20.
Oh, right after COVID.
I think it was like 2018 2018 or
Oh, right before, okay.
2019.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, it was around there, 2018, 2019.
So you got to be on the show. You made it to the final.
Yeah, I was a finalist.
How long did that show go on for? Like months?
It was a couple months, and that's why like I had to choose between doing the musical or doing
Music, like singing.
yeah, doing the singing competition
So
because
you had to
there
be
were
in LA for that?
yeah, and that's why like they were like you're required to be
Yeah.
at rehearsals for like the show.
What
So if you do
songs
that,
were you
you gotta
singing,
choose.
Angelina? Like for Tengo Talento, like what were your go-tos?
It's funny because actually I think the first go-tos were like I wanted to sing like mariachi. I wanted to do like regional songs.
Yeah.
And like the very first one that I did was Fíjate que sí by La Tracalosa de Monterrey.
Yeah.
And then like after that they were like, actually we're gonna give you like Latin pop.
So they saw it.
Yeah.
They saw the versatility and that you could probably
Yeah.
do the pop thing. Because not
That's
every,
the
a lot of
thing,
people,
yeah.
I feel like, not a lot of people could do the Latin pop.
No.
So then you
Yeah.
transitioned to that on the show and you started
On
doing
the
pop
show,
songs.
yeah. I did Como Mirarte, the No sé vivir si no es contigo, which I think is like a Spanish adaptation of a Whitney Houston song,
Really?
song, right? I could be totally. No sé vivir si no es contigo.
Sounds like Whitney
It does
Houston.
sound- yeah, that is.
Oh, yeah, that is Whitney Houston. Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, is it?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's so Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that's a Whitney
Yeah.
Houston song. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be
No,
wrong.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do I know my?
Well, I think we all
Do I
had a
know my
brain
pop
fart there.
girlies? But yeah, so I sang that one, and I did Como Pagarte by Carlos Rivera.
Now, do you feel like that whole show helped tap you into the Mexican scene?
Yeah, and I think that's why I was like, oh, like this is where I want to go. Like I'm getting so much support from the community. I had so many people like following me on social media. That's when like social media was like first starting to like blow up, like Instagram pages and like all of that. So I was like, well, maybe this is where it's at. Like, let me try this and see where it'll take me, Just
especially, I mean,
God guide me,
Well, you were with like the A-list of the A-list people in the scene. Like Pepe Garza has made how many
Yeah, legendary
Yeah.
songs.
legendary songs, groups.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chiquis with her, her family and what they've
Yeah.
done. I mean, that Ana
Barbara, yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah. It was crazy.
How does it work behind the scenes? Do they like take care of you guys? You guys stay in one place, obviously, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, we do stay in one place, or there's like a specific hotel that you stay at.
And they
And
cover
then
all
like
that?
yeah,
Okay.
like the flight and the hotel, and then like apart from that, there was like hair and makeup, so you would get ready like for the daily competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was just like a lot of that, and yeah, that's where I met like Grupo Firme for the first time, and they invited me to sing at Pico Rivera.
Oh,
In Pico Rivera, California, and that show was like super packed. Like it was.
You sing on stage with them?
Yeah, I sang No Llega el Olvido with
What?
Grupo Firme. Yeah.
Really?
Huge.
Yeah.
We gotta see this
See, that's what I'm
video.
saying. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people
We're
don't
gonna
know.
clip
Like
that video in now
Yeah, they're
because I want to see
it's
that.
playing
Yes.
right now. Hold on, it's playing. Okay, we're good.
yeah. Okay.
That's sick, Angelina. Like you've done
Yeah.
so much
No,
at such
it's
a
been
young
lot.
age. I was gonna ask you, like going back to like the Mexican music and speaking Spanish. We were talking earlier when you were like singing in the back, just like we went a little viral on Facebook and we were getting some of like the pushback from like the very, like we got like 60% of Mexican people were watching us, right? In Mexico. And kind of just a little bit like, ¿por qué hablan en inglés? Oye, es pinches pochos. O I can tell que no hablan español bien porque dice don ese muchacho. Y,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they're
Oh,
right.
God.
Yeah.
So I think like two-parter, like I want to talk about, you were talking about how like difficult it is when you do the national anthem in Spanish too, like where it goes back to like the Selena thing, right? Where it's like you're too Mexican for the Americans and too American for the Mexicans. And you're like right at like the cusp of both because you're so ingrained in American culture with like the way you were educated with music. And then separately from that, just like singing in Spanish and doing all that and the regional stuff is it's so different.
Yeah.
How does that go for you as a prominent figure, especially like your platforms are huge? Have you received anything like that? Or how do you feel about like doing both English, Spanish, Spanglish?
I mean, I think in the beginning it was tough for me because Like I grew up speaking Spanish for sure, like with my grandparents and everything. Like when my parents would like work, because like, they had me at a young age, so I was daycare with my grandma, my abuelita.
Yeah.
So like she taught me Spanish when I was little, but still growing up, when you go to school and everything, like you kind of like, at least me, like I kind of lost a little bit of like my fluency. So when I got more into it, I was a little bit of a no sabo.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I'm gonna be singing this genre of music, like I want to, like I said before, like I want to do it right. Like if I'm gonna be singing this language, I'm gonna learn the language and I'm gonna do my best to be as fluent as I possibly can. And I'm gonna continue learning. Obviously, there's like so much grammatically to learn about the language.
And it's so regional, like the Spanish, right? So it's like if you're from Jalisco or
different
dialects.
Yeah, the dialects are so different.
I think I've enjoyed the last 3 or 4 months watching Lupita Infante's social media. Have you seen any of what she's doing?
I don't think so, but I think I saw a long time ago that before I did the socks, she also did the anthem for the socks. Yeah.
And so Lupita's grandfather is Pedro Infante. Pedro Infante was the biggest artist in Mexican music for decades. Mm-hmm. She started getting some flack for the way that she speaks because she's Chicana. She's from California. She's first, second generation. Like, well, you don't speak perfect Spanish, right? Like we were raised here. So I think, but what I liked is she's leaned into it. Yeah. Like, this is who we are. Like we were born here. We love Mexican music and culture. And yes, our Spanish isn't perfect. Mm-hmm. But like you said, you're doing your best at it too. Exactly. And I don't think people, like the people that are actually fans and want to hear your stuff, they're not picking at the grammatical error or the enunciation of something.
No, like I've had people follow me since I was like little and like, when I struggled being able to be interviewed.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm really thankful and really grateful to those people who have stuck with me. Because now, like, when I get on TikTok Live, they're all like, "Oh, tu español es mejorado. Like, qué bonito hablas."
They're like sending the little gifts
or like,
and stuff.
I'll get
sending TikTok
or I'll get people from like other countries. They're gonna be like, "¿Cómo hablas inglés así?" Like,
Me siento muy excited.
What is that from?
Yeah, from Selena.
Oh my God.
God
I keep saying it. You know
Yeah.
what it is? People keep sending me that because of what happened on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, I'm always like, that's my first language.
Oh,
yeah.
But English is my first language. Like I learned Spanish like pretty much after, like I was more fluent after the fact.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud to be a 200%er and be representing, Mexican Americans all over the world. I think it's a beautiful thing.
I think you get to pick the best of both cultures, right? And the best of both, even musically, like
exactly
that you fuck with Ariana Grande.
Yes.
And I mean, like, I'm sure you've listened to Mariah Carey or like, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, like, and then you get to go on this other side of Rocío Dúrcal, Ana Gabriel, Juan Gabriel, and get to like, it's like my dad says, it's like a culture plus.
Yeah.
Like we get to pick the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds.
And I think sometimes, the people that don't get it, they're not going to get it. There's no reason to over explain to them.
No, exactly.
Per my therapist, Eric,
try.
I try to like,
You try to over-explain.
I'm going to
you
make
know?
these people understand the way we grew up.
Yeah.
But you can't.
No, you
we
can't.
know how we grew up, and I think it's leaning into it. Like if they want to call us or you or anyone like a no sabo, like, man, it's whatever. Like go ahead. Like we grew up very different, and we do speak 2 languages.
Exactly.
And sometimes we fucking blend them together.
Yeah. I wear gente fina, bro.
Period.
Yeah.
Certified. There's an alacrana. There's an alacrana and everything. Yeah.
I think you touched on the social media platforms and all that. And I think that's one of the things that stood out to me and Eric too, like when we were talking about having you on and Manny, like massive following. Mm-hmm. How did that begin? How did you garner your followers?
Do you handle all that, like social medias? Like,
yeah, I do that all myself. So my mom used to help, but it's gotten a lot. Like it's a lot to handle. And like, she works. My parents work. Yeah. Like this is not all that they do. Yeah. So I don't want them worrying about me and like what I have to post every single day. So I've like been trying to like take over my stuff as well as like business wise, like doing that kind of stuff, like making the marketing plans, planning my songs, distributing, publishing, like registering my songs and doing all the behind the scenes stuff, which I'm actually like, I didn't even talk about college yet.
Wait,
we hit high school.
We hit high school. Then you just went into the
we
career.
got to choosing between Broadway and the show, and she went to the show.
Tengo
That's what I'm
Talento.
saying. There's so much.
You went to Tengo Talento.
So yeah, Tengo Talento happens. Oh, managing like social media and like gaining following, I feel like it was constantly happening as I was doing more events here in Chicago and like in different states. And then all of a sudden, like when I went to Tengo Talento, that's when like, you know, I was already at like 10K followers, like around there, like over 10K. And when I went to Tengo Talento, more people started knowing me from like all over the world. So I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm getting more known in Mexico. I'm getting more known in like California. And yeah, but it was just a matter of like being consistent with posting. At the time, I would post a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. And also like horseback riding was a huge thing for me. Like I had a lot of support from the caballo community, the ranchero.
Have you seen this?
No, I mean I see.
Oh my God! Like we're on a whole.
Yeah,
Dude, she's
We're
on
missing
the
so
horses.
much.
And is it your horse that dances?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've ridden multiple horses that dance, but my horse also dances. So his name's Diamante. He's a Frisian horse.
It's black. The
He's-
black
yeah,
horse, right?
he's a black
it's beautiful horse.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, I
and
see-
he knows
I
it.
see-
He's like
He
such.
knows
He
it.
knows it. Like you can tell in his personality.
Yeah,
And like when he hears music, he'll just
right away.
right away.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he
But
loves it.
Was that like a big thing on social media, or like was there a big community for that? Or-
There is, I mean, there's a big community. I feel like at that time, like there wasn't many girls that were like posting like a caballo, like riding. There was a couple, but not like as much. But like when I started posting videos like that, they started gaining traction and like.
Because it's not
Yeah,
something
the
you would
caballo.
expect to see Angelina on a horse. And then the horse dances. She dance like it's.
Yeah.
Have you sing on the horse already?
Yeah, I have. I've done a couple jaripeos where I sing a caballo.
That's
And
awesome.
and that's the reason that I have my horse is to, you know, train and to make sure I'm still in check. And I actually, I mean, I've been training professionally, like dressage and equestrian style with my trainer, Mario Contreras. Shout out to him. I love you. But
Where's
yeah,
he-
since I
where's
was
he
like
out of?
13 here, he's, well, not Chicago.
Is it like by Elgin-ish?
Yeah, it's by Elgin. That's where my horse is as well.
Okay.
Maple Park,
okay.
like around there.
I feel like I've heard this gentleman's name before. So I don't know.
Probably.
Does he train them to
the
dance?
best horse trainer in like
Ever.
the world. Like, yeah, like ever. All of the United States, huh? Oh yeah, and he trains the horses for medieval times, and like the horse
so it
riders
is the
there.
same
So
guy.
That's him.
Okay.
Oh, we
So
met
watch
Yeah.
the story. So we have a restaurant in Elgin, se llama Los Comales. And my dad opened it in 2005.
ooh.
That's when I got kicked out of college the
Yeah.
second time.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how I remember, because then my dad sent me over there like, hey, tráeme carne, but I don't want you to work here because you're in trouble. And I'm like,
Oh.
okay. And then I just
Don't have
stayed.
fun.
Right.
Then he stayed.
And then I stayed for 10 years. Yeah. So there'd be a guy that would always come in with boots. And then all the meseras would be like, oh, yes, he can get us tickets to medieval times. He can get us tickets to medieval times. Es que él entrena los caballos para. Pero él tiene hay un rancho. And so now I've heard this guy's name for like 15, 20 years. That's
Yeah.
so funny. Because that's why when you said it over there, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
guarantee it's this guy.
yep, same guy.
That's awesome. Well,
my
shout
padrino.
out to Mario,
My padrino, Mario Contreras.
a very good customer of Los Comales for a very
Period.
long time, and everyone loves them.
Yep.
But that whole caballo posting about it and all that
Yeah.
kind of like got you some following.
It did. And
That's
like,
cool.
I mean, my mom's side of the family, like they have ranches and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're like also like a little more Tex-Mex and
Yeah.
stuff. So like I grew up like being little, like on the farm too, like visiting the farm
Yeah.
every so often, seeing the vacas lecheras, the
Yeah.
caballos, and like, you know, growing up in the gardens and all everything. So
¿En qué parte de Texas?
they're from New Mexico, and then what's the other? Amarillo? Amarillo,
okay,
Houston, Dallas. We have a lot of family in like Dallas, Houston, and McAllen too. Actually, on my grandpa's side.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. And I think like even when I saw or started hearing your music from one of the first times was these duets that you did with Dorados.
Yeah.
And I think that was obviously like, it was really cool because Dorados in that period was like very big on TikTok too. And they were like
Yeah.
really getting a lot of views and stuff. And I remember seeing it and hearing it, especially like the uniqueness of his voice, and then like how well you sing. So like going into like just the duets and stuff that you've done, I feel like it's so eclectic what you've done. How do you guys choose musically what to do? I saw you did a song with like Ronaldinho for the World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, I think my music is like constantly evolving, especially like right now where I'm like dipping a little more into like pop and doing a little reggaeton and a little R&B. Like, I mean, that hasn't came out yet, but like I just finished mastering my album and producing it, and I'm excited for it to come out soon. So it's a little mix of like everything that I grew up listening to, everything that I currently listen to now too.
Did you just say she did a song with Ronaldinho?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck?
I trust me. I know.
Oh, yeah,
I saw
I know
that.
that was- yeah.
I think I told her that I seen it. I'm like, am I reading this properly?
Yeah. So Ronaldinho, he just launched his like music label, his record label. And one of the producers in Miami, who is Pitbull's producer, he called us up and he was like, hey, like we have this project and we really want you to be on it. And it's for the World Cup. Like it's with Ronaldinho. He's coming out with an album for the World Cup for that. And yeah, I hopped on the song. We flew to Miami literally for like
a day, right?
3 hours.
Yeah.
It was like 3 hours. And that same day, I had to leave to Texas because I had a show in Midland, Texas. So I went straight to Miami like at 4 a.m. Our flight was delayed. So I got there at like 12, left at 3. We were in the studio from literally like 12 to 3. Went straight to the airport. From the airport straight to rehearsal. And from rehearsal straight to on the road to Texas.
Wow.
It was insane. But yeah, we did a song with him and
How
it's
was that
called
experience?
Gol de Mexico. It was really cool,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, no complaints because this is the life I asked for. So
Yeah, and I think that's why I was talking with your dad a little bit at the White Sox game, and he was telling me just like, I was curious, like, how do you guys pick? And he's like, honestly, like, I think that's the dope part about your career is like you can do anything.
yeah.
And I think eventually you'll figure out like where you're going to narrow it down to. But like, since you can do anything now, why not do it?
Exactly.
Because it's just going to open more doors. It's just going to get you with more people and connect you more. So why not do it?
Exactly. And I feel the same exact way.
Yeah.
Like I've been a versatile artist since forever. I mean, and I feel like my music should reflect that.
Yeah. And I think it like everyone evolves with time too. I really did like the stuff you did with the Tejano stuff though.
Thank you.
That was really dope. I didn't know that you guys had roots in Texas too, because that was really the one song with the Dorado, like what song? What, you did two, right?
I did, yeah, we did Colgando en tus manos and Será porque te amo. And actually, funny story about that, the way we got in contact was through like, I did a show in Houston and there was a guy there that like was like a mutual friend of like both of ours. And he, I guess like, that's when Dorados had like followed me through this guy. And I was actually supposed to be the girl in the Bonita music video.
Really?
Yeah. So that was...
That's like their banger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like the very first time we had like communication. And then like after that, you know, then Victor, the new singer, took over as a singer and accordionist. And he was like, hey, like I have like, we should do a duet.
Yeah.
And I had, so he like talked to us and we were like, yeah, we're down to do like duets. Like,
I thought they came out so well.
and we were only supposed to do one song, but then like us like booking and like doing everything, we were like, oh, can we like do two? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. So we ended up doing 2 songs. Like if we can knock it out, like why not? Let's just do both songs. So we picked those 2 songs. He picked the songs and
Victor?
and they did amazing.
They
They're really good songs.
Millions of streams.
And they're completely live. Like we were just outside
Really?
in the heat, just recording the songs.
That's crazy.
All in like, in one day. And I left again, like that whole like airport story. Like we recorded the songs, like we took like the whole night, like recording the songs and doing the videos. And then like I went straight to the airport at like 1 a.m.
And this whole time, like, who are you bringing with you? Like, obviously, your family, right?
My parents.
Do you have like a video team that comes with you, or?
Occasionally, I have a video team as well. Like, I work with different people, but you know, when we go out and like do those things, at least like back then, like, you know, we were like still figuring things out and figuring out who we can take, because it is a little bit harder when you have to like have flights and like or if like things are last minute. Yeah.
And what's dope is that you guys are family too, where it's like,
Yeah.
it's just so much easier probably too.
Yeah.
I thought we had Dorados here like 2 months ago. And what was cool about them, and what's cool about when anybody performs in this space, you've been here, this is your second time here now.
Yeah.
You guys, we were here Friday for a Red Bull event because Red Bull is doing a big event called Banda Choque that Angelina is going to be a judge at on Sunday. And Red Bull.
Tough judge.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She gave me
it's my first time judging, so
Yeah.
watch out.
Come with.
watch out.
I mean, that's gonna be awesome.
I'm excited.
It'd
I'm
be
really
dope.
excited.
And I reached out to Angelina. Red Bull asked me to help them like book music and book judges and stuff like that. So I was a judge last year for the event, and I thought this year I would be better used as someone just like organizing behind the scenes, because I feel like, yeah, like it's with, tonos and the music, right? So it's like I run venues or I make events happen. I'm not like the judging stuff. Like I leave it up to the pros. You guys know, right? But going back to the Dorados things, like when they came in this space, I thought it was interesting because it's a small venue, right? We see like 96 people, and it's not like a normal gig, you know? And I think that's what I want to get into asking you about, like your gigs and what you prefer, because when they showed up, I feel like he was a little hesitant, like, well, what's going on? It's a small space. Okay. And he's like, hey, can you move the stage? Can you? And I'm like, hey, you guys playing like,
Oh, really?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't blame him because the stage is small. But that's part of like the allure of the venue is that it's intimate and tight.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was like, hey, pues quitan el stage. And I'm like, that stage's not moving like that. So we kept it. It was a little bit, like trying to feel it out. And then by the end of the night, we were like best friends, all of us with him and them, because when you play here, it's not a place where people dance, right?
Yeah.
It is like a concert where people
noticed that,
are just watching you. So it's a little intimidating for artists when they perform here because it's just all eyes on you. So in your experience, when you go and perform at all these different venues, I saw you did a theater last year. Was it in Sandwich, Illinois?
Sandwich, Illinois, yeah.
You performed at Millennium Park with eyes on you. I talked to Daniel. He told me you guys went to Texas for a show not that long ago at a
in
festival.
Midland, Texas. We also did Round Lake, the village of Round Lake.
So what is your preference, or where do you see your career going as an artist? Like, what do you like to see? Do you like the big venues with a lot of people watching? Do you like the stadium that you did, Soldier Field?
Oof.
Like, what's your
That's
sweet
tough.
spot?
That's tough. I mean, I think I really I like it all.
Yeah.
I like it all.
I thought you were going to say that.
Really?
No, yeah, because I think even with your music, like you guys like all the opportunities.
Yeah.
And I think for you, it's like you're still challenging yourself musically with what songs you're singing, venue-wise with but your confidence, rightfully so, is high.
And no matter where you perform, like you're putting on a show, no matter what size it is. So it looks like you're having a good time no matter where you're at.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, I definitely feel like, I think production-wise, it's really fun when it's like a stadium or like a bigger concert venue or like an amphitheater or something like that, just because like I get to have the space for my dancers and like put on more of a production. Like with the Bears, like we had a folklorico group come out and have like the whole mariachi and the group. Like,
is there like fireworks too, or like
oh my god, that was actually really crazy. Because for the national anthem, they did a flyover. Yeah.
Oh,
that was my very first time doing a flyover, and I think that's why I was a little bit nervous about it, was because they were like, okay, well, it needs to be this specific time. When you do that's another thing about the national anthem. It's like you have to worry about the old English, the timing, like it needs to be a specific time, otherwise, like, it won't be with the flyover, the notes, obviously.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, we did a flyover, and I was definitely a little bit nervous about the timing, because I was like, I can't make it too long. So I feel like I rushed it just a little bit. Yeah. And then at the very end, like the girl that was in front of me, like in charge of like, like making sure the timing was right.
Yeah, running the show.
The signals. She was like, oh, like, they're still like they're not there
go
yet.
too fast.
So-
They're
Yeah,
still
she
in
was-
Milwaukee. You know, be here
yeah,
in
they were
10
like,
seconds.
wait, yeah. I'm sorry. They were like, yeah, like they're delayed a little bit. Like keep going, keep
Is
going.
she
I was
in
like,
your ear?
what else is there to do?
Is she in your ear telling you this?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank
Like
God.
she's right in front of
Okay.
me. She's like, keep going, because they're not over yet.
Wow.
Like, and I'm just like focused on like, don't fuck up the words, don't fuck
Yeah.
up the words. Like, just do it. And yeah, so at the end, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pull a little Beyonce and just like, yeah.
Wow.
And you hit it timing
I'm
wise.
free in the home of the brave. And that's where she was like, keep going. And I was like, this is the very last note. What do you mean? I was like, yeah, I did the brave, the brave.
Just off the
I
top.
just milked it out because I was like, oh my God.
And that's things like people
It's the
don't
last
realize
note.
it's going on.
Oh,
when you're
yeah.
just listening to it, you're just cheering. But there's so many things going into that mic. Where
Yeah.
it's just
Did the
like,
plane hit at the right time?
Once I hit the brave, yeah, they were like
Wow.
finally coming over. I was like, oh my God, thank God.
That's
And I
awesome.
just like tried to hold it.
So
That's
what's the come down after that for you, Angelina? So obviously, like when you start
Uh-huh.
a show like that, like that's fucking epic. Soldier Field doing that. That's when
Yeah.
I think a lot of eyes, at least from like my world that I'm in, was like, oh shit, she's big enough to get asked to do this. What is
Yeah.
like? Obviously, there's excitement. There's nerves. When
Yeah.
you're done, the plane flies over. What is, as an artist, like how do you fucking unwind from something that intense?
I mean, honestly, for me, it was just a huge honor because I was really representing at that event. I was the very first Latina, like first Hispanic artist to perform and like for the Bears, for the Chicago Bears,
Yeah.
a NFL halftime show
That's
and do the
huge.
national anthem. And I was the very first woman
damn right.
to ever perform. So I was really representing.
You
What an
serious?
awesome,
Yeah.
what an amazing accomplishment.
you.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
well
sick.
deserved.
Yeah, that's
Well
sick.
deserved.
Yeah. So yeah, they told me, they were like, you're the very first like woman and first Latina we've ever had here.
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious? Like, is this really happening? So
Yeah.
I was like, you know, coming down after the national anthem, I mean, obviously, like I was a little bit nervous, excited, obviously, because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it. And then we were just getting ready for the halftime show. And honestly,
That was the same day?
that was the same day.
Did you have time to
It
think
was
about
because it was the Hispanic
Heritage
Heritage
Uh-huh.
Month. Yeah.
So then, okay.
Or I think it was specifically, was it Mexican Heritage or Hispanic Heritage?
It was
Oh
like
no,
around
it was
September.
It was that
yeah, it was
month.
Hispanic Heritage.
So, okay. So then
Yeah.
you finished your halftime set.
Yeah. So I was more like, I feel like I was more excited for that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's gonna be great.
Oh, and it
like
came
I
off
have
like-
yeah.
I mean, it came
Yeah.
off so confident and so good.
Thank you.
So when you're done with that, then Angelina, as an artist, like as a trained artist, since you're very young, is there like an unwinding or is there like a ritual that you have when you're done with your show?
I think it just depends on like the day. They're like the timing of the event too, because you know there's some events like the White Sox where I wouldn't get home until like
Yeah.
12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So
we
some,
had
at
the
that
dessert
point,
cart afterwards.
oh my god,
What
yeah,
did you- yeah, that was a
I
good
was
dessert cart.
yeah stuffed, stuffed with a lot of veggies. in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean there is definitely an unwinding.
Yeah.
I try to sleep as soon as I get home, or like
Really?
I have to take off my makeup,
Yeah.
put my hair in my braids because I love my hair care.
Skincare routine.
I have to do my
yes.
skincare routine, so that takes me, you know, it takes
Yeah.
me a little
It's a
bit.
process.
It's a whole process.
process.
That's so great,
It's a whole
Angelina.
process.
Honestly, like,
But like, yeah, it is.
How-
It is hard to unwind from that. Like coming down from such a like big high.
yeah.
I think that's been like the hardest part for me. Like
I think
right now in my career is like there's so many highs that the lows sometimes are like,
Yeah, man.
oh,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, you've done.
There's
I mean,
mo-
you've mentioned so many
yeah.
things where you've done so much.
I
And
know.
you're so accomplished at such a young age.
thank
It's
you.
amazing to see what's going to come next and just how much bigger this is going to get. Honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, to think that this is just like obviously you're just getting started. It's pretty crazy and exciting. I'm sure it's super
It's
exciting for
crazy.
you guys. We're excited for you. You know, so it's really cool, man, to talk to somebody that's been at that level.
Thank you.
So I'm really excited for you. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
honestly.
It's fun talking about it because I've never really.
yeah, you don't really get. You don't really
I
get,
don't
right?
really get the chance
Think
to
back
talk
and,
about
oh,
it.
crap, we really did.
Well, I think
Yeah.
like we're gonna have to invite you back at some point because it's like there's so many stories that we didn't.
We
touch
didn't even
on.
touch college.
Oh yeah, we haven't touched on college.
We didn't even touch college.
The
Oh, but I guess I
yeah.
could-
What's up?
real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about the record label.
Oh yeah.
Are you currently signed, right?
No,
Like
I'm not currently signed actually. I'm officially independent
Okay.
as of this year, which is really exciting because now I feel like I have a lot of control over my project. I get to produce, songwrite, and have my vision be exactly as I want it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in that sense, I'm such a perfectionist, and I'm like, I want my work to be perfect, or like as perfect in my eyes as it can be.
Mhm.
I don't want to put out like work that I don't, I'm not completely satisfied with. But yeah, I'm no longer with Warner Music. That's my first time saying that live.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, but it was such an incredible experience being with Warner Music. I learned a lot from them, and just how record labels work, how they structure marketing plans, and promote music and like the different events, how everything's just like organized
Industry
as a
in
whole,
general.
in the company and in the industry in general. So yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot, and like getting back to that, getting back to college, I actually went to college so I have my BA in music with a concentration in vocal performance, contemporary specifically, and also music business.
Wow.
And I will hopefully be going back for my master's this year. So
Holy
in
shit.
music business
Music
and
business.
entertainment business. Yeah.
That's
That's
amazing.
definitely gonna come in handy. For
Oh
sure.
yeah, and it did come in handy when I was doing my contract, when we were negotiating the contract with Warner Music.
Yeah.
Just that music business background kicked in, like
How
for
did
sure.
that happen? Like,
And-
if you don't mind me asking, did
Yeah.
they call you or did somebody connect you guys?
Actually, so I was supposed to. This is such a funny story because I don't think I've ever like really told many people about this. But so my uncle, he owns a barbershop in Miami, and Emilio Estefan's restaurant used to be like right next to his barbershop.
Oh, shit.
So Emilio Estefan would go to my uncle to get his haircut, and my uncle was like, "Oh, like I have a niece that sings.
Get
Like,
outta here.
you gotta listen to her stuff." And he did, and he wanted a demo from me. So he was like, "Oh yeah, like I want to hear a demo. Like, tell her to make a demo for me, and like, we'll see what we can do." And so at that point, me and my parents were like, "Oh, like we have to go record. Where do we record?" And so we went to California. We met a producer out there, and we worked with him. And it's so funny because like we were supposed to be recording like the music for the demo, but we ended up recording like a couple canciones de regional. And I did like a couple banda songs, because at the time I was doing bandas, I was like, oh, like let me, record a couple banda
We're here
songs.
now.
Yeah, we're here. Let's record a couple songs to like put on socials and stuff. And yeah, so we actually didn't even end up finishing the demo. Like we recorded like a couple of songs, but we didn't finish the demo. And like that's how we just got into doing a lot more like songs on my platforms. Like there's a couple more like banda songs like from back then. And then so that producer that we worked with in California actually he pitched me to Warner Music because I guess he was working with them at the time, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like she's an amazing singer, like we'd love to have her on, or like do like a trial run, like." And they wanted to have me on a Christmas album.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did a Christmas song with them. It's called Santa Claus Llegó a la
yeah, I've seen
Ciudad.
it.
I did that
Okay.
song, but like banda version.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and so when that whole thing happened, he, obviously I had to go out to California and record with the producer, and he was like, "Oh, like they want to come out and see you, and they want to see like how you work, how you sing, like if you can really sing like live, 'cause
Sure.
obviously like they want to
guess
know if
what?
you could sing."
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
very well.
they were really surprised, honestly, and I was like, "Really, like."
You know what it
What do you
is? I
mean?
think, Angelina, I think there's so many singers on TikTok and so
Yeah.
many singers on social media that it's tough to weed through who likes to sing
Yeah.
and who's a very good singer.
Oh yeah.
And
like
I think that's
yeah.
the tough part, or where people will need to see it to believe it or hear it to believe it. Porque there's so many people knocking on people's doors like, oye, canta mi prima,
Yeah.
canta mi sobrina, canta. I
Yeah.
mean, like, the fact that your uncle did that's so dope
Yeah.
that it actually worked
Oh
out.
yeah, he's
That's
the
crazy.
best.
But I think
He's
that's
so cool.
That's the thing in this age of social media, it's hard to weed through what's for real.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean,
That's
once,
difficult.
I mean, for me, like, obviously I've met you a couple times now, but like everyone that I know around your circle or people that I know mutually, they're like, oh, she's not just the real deal. She's better than the real deal.
Aw.
No, and it's true. And it's like, even hearing your story today, it's like overwhelming because there's so many parts that are so
much.
interesting and unbelievable. Like the opportunity that your family gave you at a very young age and the opportunity that you took advantage of
Yeah.
to actually get educated, study, probably get very good grades, I would assume, because of just knowing you for a very little bit. But I can tell that you did very well.
Thank you.
And that you're not scared of any opportunity that comes your way. Because some people will say, chiquean, they're just like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go play with la banda. They don't know my tonos. They don't know this.
Yeah.
But like, esos, that pride or that coraje that you have probably just to like, I want to perform everywhere, no matter what the genre is. Like, that's fucking dope. Yeah, so like that comes from inside. That's like algo que te nace, right? Like probably from what your parents, you know, developed and their family, like being Mexican and having that coraje. They said, soy chingona and I'm going to show it off.
Yeah.
And you resonate that. I mean, you give off that vibe, you know?
Thank
so I'm
you.
super impressed isn't the right word. I'm just like so interested in your where this is going. It's already gone, right? Like you've already done so
Yeah,
much.
it's gone,
That's
it's
the
gone.
problem. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like, it's. I mean, I just think back, like me trying to like, oh, we should get her to sing it. It's like, oh, I'm singing the Chiva. Like you've done so much already.
A flyover.
So I think it's just like, figuring out the right what you're gonna want to do, and I think
Yeah.
that's what's cool. Like on your terms, with no label, with your mom and
Yeah.
dad, and getting to figure that out is gonna be so cool to watch. Thank you for like, I mean, even your dad too. I want to thank him and your mom
Yeah.
for like accepting my call. Not just for the podcast, but we're going to do a show together in September.
Yeah.
And we're going to, hopefully, también aquí, Angelina, you should perform here. You should do something
would
dope.
love
We'll talk
to.
about it.
Album release party.
Yes, 100. I mean,
Yay.
yes, we have some clothing that we can get for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wanted to actually ask you.
Yeah.
So obviously, you got the singing down on lock, the performance, you're killing it. What about when it comes to the outfits for your
Yeah.
shows? Is that
Personal
something that you're
brand.
very like hands-on with as well?
Oh
You
yeah.
pick the colors and all that?
Yeah, so actually for a lot of my outfits, like show outfits, we like design them. Like we'll draw them out and like send them to hacer.
Designers?
Yeah, mandarlos a hacer. Like the Bears one, I actually designed that.
That was dope.
Wow.
Thank you. I was like, I want various colors. I want it to
Yeah.
be shiny. I want to have the the Bears logo like hanging from my neck and like, have the boots the same color. Like,
Yeah.
me and my mom. My mom's a huge part of like my inspiration for fashion because she has like helped me a lot like since I was little and like fashion and like being in the modeling industry. Like, oh my God, we had so much clothes, like
Yeah.
so much clothes, and we were constantly like learning to style
Yeah.
and getting tips from like different stylists and everything. So my mom was really good about like styling us as like kids. And my brother's
Shout out
also
to Bob.
yeah, also an actor. So it's like me and my brother, like we were
Oh,
always
really?
like being styled, yeah, for like shoots and everything. And I think a lot of that just comes from like a lot of my inspiration is just like female artists, big female artists that I admire. Like, like the ones that I've said, like
Yeah.
Beyonce, Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Like, they're very glam, very diva. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of like, I feel like my personal style. Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, even like, that's like the aura you give off too.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
Superstar. Absolutely.
Superstar. Yeah. Like
Thank
this is,
you.
I mean, no, like, it's, you have it, and that's
Thank
obvious
you.
to you. It's obvious to everybody, I think, that's around you. We cannot let you leave without hearing you sing live.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
do we
Of
have a friend that can help us with the?
Any
Yes.
friends with guitars out there?
Anyone with guitar?
What song are you gonna sing?
I'm going to sing, oh my God. I'm going to sing Regresar el Tiempo, which is one of my original songs.
Oh, dope!
Yeah, but we're going to do an acoustic version, which is going to be really
Did you
cool.
write?
This one is actually by a songwriter that I know and love, one of my like best friends. And this one I didn't write. This is her song, but the next ones that are coming out and the last like 2 or 3 songs that came out on platforms are all like written by me.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so dope.
yeah.
What's the process for you writing a song? Does it come to you and then you know, I gotta write
Sometimes
this down?
it does. I mean, I've been writing since I was little, but like now with my music, it's more like I'm really good at melodies. Like if I hear a melody, like I'll like record it, voice record it. I have so many voice notes like just stacked up in my phone, or like so many notes with just like
Para que no
lyrics
se te
written.
vaya, like just so you can keep remembering.
Just so I can keep it there, even if I want to go back to it. But like with the song Mujeriego, like I came up with that song like 5 minutes before we left the hotel to go to the studio.
Really?
Yeah, and then we finished it in the studio, which was really cool.
Wow.
And it's just like a lot of my inspiration is from like personal experiences or like, you know, emotions, and sometimes it's like my friends' experiences or just like things I've watched, like novelas or
We heard that before. Novelas.
We heard
that.
Big inspiration.
It's
oh yeah. It's a huge animes. I love anime.
Really? Wow,
I love anime.
That's so cool. And I think you're from a different generation than we are. And I think it's so awesome to see what you guys pull from. And I think and that's obviously why you have a following and people wanting to see you sing. So I'm excited to hear this song.
The original.
Here we go.
Yes. Gotas de lluvia en la ventana, quemaduras de cigarro sobre la cama, un olor distinto como algo antiguo, me trae nostalgia, algo que no he vivido en aquel viejo motel, me trae recuerdos del ayer, no sé pero yo quiero volver. También quiero volverte a ver si sucede ese día algo mágico. Y no soy de quedarme en el pasado, pero entiendo que todo por algo pasó. Quiero una máquina de tiempo, pero quizás el tiempo se equivocó. Quisiera darle para atrás al tiempo y sacarle fotocopia a aquel momento. En mi mente dejarlo impreso. Tráigame una máquina de tiempo. No quiero que esto solo sea un recuerdo. Aún siento la ira de no tenerte aquí. Regresa, regresa, regresa.
So that's an original song.
Yes, it's an original
And it's going to be on the new album.
No, this one actually came out already.
Really?
Yeah, this was on my album with Warner Music.
Really?
It's
such
my
a beautiful
debut album.
Song.
It's a beautiful song.
Thank you. I know. I love this song. It's one of my favorites on the album. The album's called Se Vale Llorar. Go listen to Regresar el Tiempo.
And is that one acoustic as well?
No, it's actually not. So a lot of like what we did with the label, I feel like with these songs specifically, they were experimenting with like doing tumbado pop.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the version that's on YouTube is tumbado pop.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Well,
very
sounding-
different. It's very
sounding-
different.
Yeah, your
One
voice is
acoustic.
like so
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Yeah.
Can you give us something like old school, Angelina? something that you grew up on?
Uh-huh.
Throwback.
A throwback.
Throwback.
Something for Facebook.
Something for my Facebook people.
For the tíos and tías.
We were gonna do Amor Prohibido. I don't know if that's like, yeah.
Oh.
That's yeah.
Yeah?
I'm not that old.
I feel, yeah, that's what I'm
throwback
saying. I'm like,
enough.
Yeah.
is that throwback enough?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good. Classic.
Con unas ansias locas quiero verte hoy. Espero ese momento en que escuche tu voz. Y cuando al fin estemos juntos los dos. ¿Qué importa el que dirán tu padre y tu mamá? Aquí solo importa nuestro amor. Te quiero. Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles, porque somos de distintas sociedades. Amor prohibido nos dice sé todo el mundo, el dinero no importa en ti, en mí, ni en el corazón. Oh, baby.
Ah, yes.
That one's always fun.
That is
Yeah.
a throwback.
Oh yeah.
From
Yeah.
the 1900s.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
great.
Incredible.
That was awesome, Angelina.
Thank you.
Thank you so much también. Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
I did not want the opportunity to pass up. I mean, every musician that we've had on, I try to have them sing because I think it's like so nice to see you guys sing just like acoustically too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think we could probably go on for hours with you, Angelina, because I think
Yeah.
your story is so untapped and untold that I hope you come back again. We'd love to have you back, whether it be on the podcast or performing here, because you should be in front of so many people, not just on social media. Like obviously you do that, you do great. A lot of people see you on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, but like in person, because you're more impressive up close, and like hearing you sing, and even like on Friday when you were here for the Red Bull event, like you give off just, I think what Manny said, like you're a star. Like, and no, it's, I mean, I don't,
Thank you.
it's just the truth.
so sweet.
No, it's the truth. So I think the more people that you can get exposed, I mean, obviously you've done so much already where it's like, I want to just keep seeing where this goes because it's so badass. And congratulations to your mom
Yeah.
for having a daughter like Angelina too, porque this is wildly impressive to hear the story, how you grew up, the school, the studying, the fact that you want to go back to school is remarkable. I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can never stop learning. There's always so much to learn and to grow and improve. And I think that's the best part about education. I'd like to further my education. You know, like college was honestly like a lot of fun for me. Like I loved learning about the music business, and that's exactly how we ended up like going into like contract law. And that's my lawyer was actually my teacher from my college. Yeah. So I forgot to say that, but like he was my teacher, my contract law teacher.
Must have my contracts in my
Yeah, and so I just got to learn so much in school. Like I was doing arranging and orchestration, I was doing music theory, we were doing like so much, and I think you can never stop growing.
No, and I think even for us, like doing these podcasts, like for me is like educational. Like I get to learn in an hour and 40 minutes, like as quickly as I can about someone that like is so different than how I grew up or how I like learned or like. So thank you for taking the time. Thank you to your parents for like, you know, like coming and taking my call with that, because your story should be told. And I can't wait for this episode to come out, because I think people will resonate. It would resonate with so many people your age too, that you put in the hard work. You're not scared of new opportunities. You like take them on head on. And I think like that's where a lot of careers falter, where it's just like, I don't want to do that. That's not my genre. Or that's not my, or that venue's, it's banda, or it's Soldier Field, or it's, you know, like you're just like fearless. And I think like to ser una mujer chingona, like that's what it takes to be fearless. And obviously like the opportunities that you've taken on already is badass. So
thank you so
I
much.
think
no.
For me, it's this is amazing, because it's very rare when you get to talk to somebody that knew from the beginning that this is what I want to do, and for them to be doing it, you know, that's super rare for people to be able to do that in life, you know. So congratulations on
thank you.
Just first of all for doing something that you love and to be able to make a living out of it and to do it with your family. It's amazing. So
I'm so grateful to like my parents and to everybody that's supporting me, to my fans and to my preschool teacher that like knew and let me, actually I didn't talk about this, but like she let me sing at my preschool graduation, and I sang a Shirley Temple song and tap dance.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's when she
clip
was
that
like,
in here too.
yes,
No, we gotta get
exactly.
I'll put that video.
But yeah, I'm so grateful to everybody that's been supporting me and like has seen my talent and has helped me grow, and just to like, you know, you guys too for like recognizing that I have a talent and
it's abundantly
and supporting.
obvious about your talent,
Thank you.
Angelina. So for real, I think, Eric, do you have anything to add to this? I know you're back there behind the table, but
I've just been enjoying, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just
Yeah.
I can't wait to see where you go from here because you've already done so much. I mean, already a flyover.
Yeah,
So, like-
not many people can have the
Yeah.
time a B-2 bomber flying over
Yeah,
Soldier Field.
Hey, that was
Yeah.
That was
That's difficult,
nerve-wracking.
yeah.
That's
but
hard.
I think in this industry, like, you know, with like everything that I've done and like my entire resume of like things, that's helped me like be able to do things like that, where it's like, okay, can I do the national anthem at Soldier Field? Can I pull off an NFL halftime show
Yeah.
for the Chicago Bears?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Like,
Yeah.
Only
I
one way to
think
find out.
only one way to, there's only one way to find out. You got to conquer your fears. And I think, especially with like music and performing, the excitement has to outweigh the fear.
And I think like I would like summarize as like otra raya al tigre. Like you just keep
Yeah.
like adding them on,
Exactly.
and I think
it's
like,
the proof. It's the proof that it's
and that's
possible.
the thing. Like to have the resume, to have the pipes, to have the education, to be 24 years old, to have the
Maintenance behind all of
following.
this.
yes.
yeah, no.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So también, I think it's just so awesome to see somebody so put together, Angelina, at such a young age. And I'm sure with all of the difficultness that is being a 24-year-old and someone in this industry and having the clarity, the demeanor that you have, like, is so awesome to see. So again, thank you for coming on. I know you're going to have to come back because there's so many other stories. I feel like we're going to tap into the college, what's going to happen with this next album,
Yes.
all that stuff. So thank you again. Thank you to everyone who watched this episode. I think it's so empowering for young women especially, but honestly, just people in the industry. They get to see someone that actually went through all the training, all the school, all the ups and downs of being in the industry at a young age, and like come out on the other end and be able to have all of these huge accomplishments in music and like the ones that are going to come. So thank you to Georgie. I know Fernanda's around here somewhere. The momager, thank you so much. Eric you were here the last episode. That was 3 weeks ago. I feel like we haven't seen each other in so long. Manny.
I don't think I was here the last episode. Right?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
No,
I
we
was
did
with
Chewy.
you.
Yeah, we
Chewy.
did that.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank everyone. I mean, we have a ton of new followers, a ton of new people, eyes and stuff like that. We're going to keep highlighting gente chingona like Angelina, like, Don Chuy. And I love the contrast of the last two episodes, like having Don Chuy de los Huracanes del Norte and then having like Angelina here. So I just want to thank everyone again for watching, following, commenting, good or bad.
Love it.
Keep commenting, keep it coming. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Cheers. Salucita, salucita.
Salud.